Alright, we might have a deep desert loot mission going on. That might be what's about to happen. I gotta go check on some squad mates, see what the deal is. Let's see.
It's the amount. Like you said, a proportional amount is being. You're deciding that proportional amount. That right there is the issue. And it's not
It's
about
not
when you
really
log
like
on.
a 50-50 split. It's like a 100% of it comes
10K.
over here.
You
Yeah.
literally had more than 10K
Yeah,
spices in your
yeah.
boxes now. So
It just hasn't made its way over here yet.
You see, Kosh, welcome to the channel. Kosh just joined our base. I don't want him having a different idea of how things work. You know, he just joined us. He's just getting his feet wet, and you know, I'm kind of I don't want this issue. I don't want to avoid this issue. So,
right, but
what,
to me,
what
at least,
issue
it seems
might we
like
be having?
You're pressing this issue, right?
I'm not pressing this issue. I'm literally giving you a definitive. You need to make a decision. There's no thinking about it. It's a yes or no.
Gotta make a decision.
It's a move forward or move with us or move on with yourself kind of scenario. It's literally an ultimatum. I'm being just I'm overly polite with you because I really like you as a person, Suji. The fact that you were storing 10,000 spice in your base, the one ingredient. If you were storing Holtzman shields, I couldn't give a shit. But the fact that you were storing the ultimate item in your base speaks mountains to you just not understanding what we're doing here as a group. That's all. And I haven't been rude or loud or vulgar in any way. I'm just telling you straight what it is. We do things here as a group. You having a separate base with your own machinery and storing your own items. The fact that you're playing at different times with us doesn't also matter. I play a lot of times when you're on.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know, that has nothing to do with anything. It's the fact that you're actively engaging in making the decision to go out, play the game, and return your items to another place. Actively engaging in building another location. Actively engaging in storing spice at that location, and actively engaging in logging out and logging back in that location. You're essentially doing everything that we are not. You're essentially playing on your own.
Yes.
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 Here we're playing as a group. Regardless of the items that you brought in here, like I said to you before in the letter, whenever you have an opportunity, take a look at what we have in the stores, all access you have here, determine what you think is appropriate for what you've contributed. We'll gladly separate that into a storage area for you, or a buggy or whatever the case is, and we can fully help you transition over. It's not as if you're not going to be buddies with us anymore. We're going to be angry. There's no anger here at all. It's just here we're doing things as a group. There's no thinking about it. The idea of you wanting to use that base as a creative project was a wonderful idea, but it has now gone far beyond a creative project. It's begun to the part where you're completely doing things on your own.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need you to understand that, and I need you to make a decision. Either you're going to continue doing that wonderful little creative project from the exterior, enjoying that, and coming here to deposit your items and working here on our goals as a group together, logging out here, logging in here, using your room upstairs to the fullest potential. Dude, I have 7 storage boxes in my room. Actually, I think I have more. I use my room because it's my room. I'm not different than anybody else here. I contribute everything that I do every single day to this base. And I go above and beyond, and I make sure our coffers are stocked with welding wire and fuel and ammo every day. I go even further than that. I have a separate section open for full associate access to everyone who's in Vanguard. And I do that too, and I keep that area stocked. I'm trying to create a scenario here that where this base will always be a place where anyone from the org can log on, feel welcome to come in, and that the people that are here contribute to that. Not just for their own playstyle, but for the org as general, even though they're not asking it. I have people flying by here all the time. No questions asked. I see them fly in, they land, they go upstairs, they grab stuff, and they leave. All the time. And I'd love to just continue that. So, that being said, we're now bursting with people. Let's I'd like to change the
We'll
subject.
sidebar that. Yeah.
Think
I
about
have
this,
a
please, and get
question.
back to me.
I have a question.
No,
As
you
as
can't have
as
my
a
hot
as
dogs
a
at our barbecue today.
as a person who's trying to get his feet wet in the in the new base, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, here's something that I don't know if it exists. So if it exists, please grant me a little grace. But it would be awesome if there were just a weekly goals thing posted someplace, and I would know regularly where that's at, right?
Good question.
So then, because I log in and play. Everybody has a in real life, stuff going on. So we log in when we log in, we play when we play. If there was some, this week's goals thing that I saw, then I knew that when I was on, even if I'm on by myself, I know, hey, we're trying to get, I don't know, 1,000 complex machinery things this week, right?
Mhm.
So as I'm out playing by myself, because I just happen to be on by myself, whatever, I would contribute to that ultimate weekly goal, and then I would post and say, hey, I found, I don't know, 50 or 20. You get what I'm meaning. And they're in the thing. I put them in the thing or whatever. Some sort of way of me reporting back. Hey, here's my contribution today that I did to our weekly goals. Right.
I got your question.
There's
Let me just answer for you.
there's another thing. There's another thing.
Okay.
I like to ride my bike, and we don't have. There is no access from the ground into the back of the base. So secondarily, I would like to extend that back end portion of the base and come
We
up
all-
with something there back there so that I can ride my bike into the base, which is something I discovered a couple of. Okay, cool.
So,
Which I just discovered.
Kush.
Okay, now I'm gonna shut up and I'll let you all respond to what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So the back end portion, the back end portion, unfortunately, much to I believe, Prox, Furnace, all of our chagrins, this base is maxed out in staking units. We can't go nowhere. We can go up.
Well, that's not even the point. The point is that's been solved. We now have access. You just need to know how to do it.
Yeah, you just have to go
where
on
are
the
you
front
located,
end.
Coach?
But I think he's talking like
He is.
when you
you're
say
on phone.
back end, Kosh, are you saying like from the lower portion, like from Jabal, Efrit
Yes,
going to the
from
eastern
the
shore?
ground.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna go grab
no
my bike
way
and actually
to
show
do
him.
that from there. You have to go kind of up to what is that?
I'm gonna go grab my bike and show him. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
pull over.
Okay, yeah.
You're
There is a
300
way
away,
to
so
us.
I'm gonna come
Yeah,
and
you
meet
just have to
And while
go.
I'm driving, I'll answer your first question.
Yeah, you just have to go around.
That
And-
private group chat that you're in,
Yeah.
Kosh?
Say again?
The private group chat I just added you into.
Yes.
So that is where we communicate ultimately with the entire the base, and that is where we set our goals and we communicate with each other as to what we're doing and how we're doing it. There is a pinned post section there. I'm trying to see where you're located. So there's a pinned post section there that will explain to you basically every question you could possibly ask, except for, of course, how to get into the back entrance, which I'm going to show you now physically. I'm driving over to you with my sand bike. What are you on? Are you on a flying vehicle or a bike?
I will be over at the base in a moment. I'm
what
at
vehicle you
the
in?
trading post. I have a scout copter.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So do you have a bike in your
vehicle
tool?
wise, vehicle wise, yeah, I have a bike. I have a bike.
So can you store your copter and bring out your bike instead?
Hey, gentlemen, I gotta head out. I just had a buddy ping me. So
So you let me know when you
All right, so
yeah. I'll get back to this guy. Ciao.
Caution, right below you. I'm on the ground.
Oh, you're on the ground. Oh, I see you. Okay,
Yeah,
I
my
see you
sand bike.
moving
Can
around.
you come and land here and
Sure. Do you have a
bring out
back
your
seat on
bike
that
and store
sand
your
bike?
scout? No, but you said you have your bike in your tool, right?
Hold on a sec.
If you store your bike in your tool, then you can land in the scout, spawn your bike, and then store your scout. And then I'll answer the question. Welcome H to the channel.
Hello. Hey, NorCal, you there?
Yeah, you might have to jump.
Yeah, man, I sure am.
Hey,
Really high.
can I borrow you real quick?
You sure can.
Cool.
Not on the
We'll
bike.
be right back.
Take your guys. We'll talk to you when you get back. You have to go to an open area. When you try to click on the tool, does it say vehicle available or unable to place or something like that, or it says not
No.
available?
Wait. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Hold on. Come over to the base for me.
Where you are you far from here?
I'm literally above you. Are you talking to me?
No, I mean you said you're going to your base.
No, come over to our base.
Oh yeah. Your bike is at our base.
Oh, Adio mio, come to our base.
Okay.
Come to,
I hear you.
come to,
I'm just trying to understand.
come
You said
here.
our.
There we go. There we go.
You mean the hangar, the sky hangar base, right?
Come to our base.
I'm coming.
To no.
Better yet, I could just stay in your scout and come to me.
I am at the
And you watch-
location I want to show you. I am standing at it right now.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Like you, I love my bike, man. Yeah, so now there are two entrances. So you got one where you're standing, which takes a little bit of
Right.
finagling with the bike to get up to, but you can do it. You
Right.
just approach it like this, and then you're up, right?
Aha.
You can go over here, and there's a second entrance over here for the bike, which is a little bit more difficult from the left side. The right side's really easy.
Yes.
can get up both
So,
ways.
so know that while I have a room in this facility, I am going to be plotting and planning on how to make this area better. That is going to be my
So
first.
Suji was,
Uh-huh.
Suji was explaining
Yes.
to you. If
Uh-huh.
you break open your build tool, we're at the max limit of our placements. We can't go beyond
Uh-huh.
this limit. It's fully expanded.
Mm-hmm. I understand that.
Unfortunately.
I am still going to plot and plan. I am going to find a way. now, the weekly here's our goal thing. Let me look over in the Discord here.
Can I stop
I
you
saw
right
you
there,
send me a
Coach?
message. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You can plan and plot all you want. We've already done this for weeks.
Mm-hmm. I'm
We've
sure.
also consulted with professional builders. There's a problem in the game where when you try to build an extension C from another person next to it, which you totally can,
Mm-hmm.
there is a space, and it is a half a foundation size gap. The developers are currently working on a way to do that. If you're part of a guild or a group or a base, that you want to drop down a subsief, it will connect you to that subsief perfectly, and then you can extend. But until that patch goes live, which is probably going to come in the major QoL patch, you will have a half block size, and I mean a half foundation size of distance between where you see this area there and where you will build your sieve, which should be right there.
Right.
So and we've tried this so many ways, bro. Like, it's so unfortunate that we can't do it. We've come really close, but as soon as a bike goes over, it lands into that hole and can never get out.
Interesting.
It literally gets locked in there. In fact, we've lost bikes to that. We had to disassemble them to replace them. Kind of annoying.
Right. Interesting.
This is why we recreated this ramp already 3 times. This is now the most accessible ramp that we can make, and we've created 2 of them that a bike can get through. Because the first one was ridiculous. It was fucking steep, and it was further back out. So we learned that we can actually use the contours of the ground, and it's not that big of a problem if you think about it. And the bike can easily get up. You know, like it can be done. So it's not a solution that we can unfortunately fix at the moment. So you're Your
But
efforts
there
are, and your
is
thoughts
something
are
that
appreciated. It's,
that
if you
there
can fix
is.
this one day,
But there
we'll
is
help you
something
recover
that the
it. We can.
devs are working on to facilitate that problem that you mentioned.
Yeah,
Interesting,
they're trying
interesting.
to create it in a scenario that if you're part of the, so they're working on a permission system for bases and safes
Mm-hmm.
to add a person not as a guild member, but as an owner, a secondary owner, not a co-owner, but like extending the owner permission to include people
Interesting.
who you want to give the ability to build. They also want to lock out the build permission from co-owners and associates, and add that as a specialty flip on, flip off switch, because you don't want to give sweeping, a whole. Not to mention the fact co-owner and associates all we have. They want to give us the ability to create our own ranks and our own things. That's all coming in the QL patch, and hopefully they'll address it at that time. As to your second question, just before you logged on, just to give you a quick history, we started in a private group chat where you are now. We eventually evolved that over to move it to a private thread. That's when you joined. We've now closed that thread and moved back to the private chat because people have this inherent nature of muting Discord, and they don't get alerts. Even though I adhere them and by name them, they don't see them. But in a private DM, you always see it. So we've moved back, and we also have the ability to pin messages now, which is great. If you go to that section now, and go to that private DM and you click that pin section, you'll see a few very important things. First is our borrow list. This is who we have to return melange to, or someone who's borrowed something from us and we need to receive it from them, who it is, how much it is. That just keeps us a record of a borrowing and gifting. Our ethos that you obviously know, our circuit inputs and how that functions in the base, what machines go to what, where items are located in the bank. All that is that section will post, and I can totally go into that in depth with you once you get the hand on that. The goals are discussions. We literally, I set the goal, and then we discuss it, and then you contribute. The goals are large; they're not small goals. Small goals or individual or private goals are your goals. But they have to be within reason.
Hold on. I'm literally trying to follow along with what you're telling me with what I can see, right?
Okay. So go to your DMs.
I'm looking at the DMs.
Right.
And
Skyhanger base group.
Yep. Skyhanger base group. Right.
And then at the top is the pin messages section.
Aha.
The third icon.
Borrow
These are
list.
posts inside
Okay.
this chat. And to the right are our members. Everyone who's in the base itself.
Right. Show member list. Right. I see that. Okay.
The
I see
first
pin
item on the
messages.
pin is the
Right.
borrow
Borrow
list.
list.
The second is the ethos.
Jump.
And
there
the
we
third
go.
one is our base circuit configuration. It's
Aha.
highly extensive. Like
Right.
But it takes to understanding it, to go through it, very carefully to understand it. But it's more of a reference point if somebody accidentally changes a circuit, to understand how to put it back, because we've set up circuits for specific reasons. And the reasons are obvious. We want certain machines to deliver items into the boxes that they manufacture into certain boxes automatically, instead of wasting time grabbing them from the machine and bringing them to a box. We have a way to finagle the system. We basically fill the inventory of the manufacturing item slots. We fill it with some random item, forcing it to output it to the floor. Right? And when you change the circuit from its output to a box circuit, it, instead of bringing to the floor, it puts it in a box. And the idea behind that is just put more boxes to the same circuit, and now you have overfill. That if one box gets full, it goes to the next box. Another box gets full, it goes to the next box. That's why when you walk into the bank's second floor, the whole right side down is everything that goes from the chemical refiner. The whole upside of the bank in the second floor is everything that comes from the large ore refiners. That way you just know. That's where all our shit goes. And that's where it all gets pulled from.
Now in the pinned messages thingy, there is, correct me if I'm wrong, there is not or is there? There is not a current this week's goal type thing, right?
You're right, and I can totally. I think
Okay.
You brought up a good point, and I should do that. So I will start working on that now.
Okay. Awesome sauce.
Do you have any other things to bring up?
Not at this. Okay. Two other things relating to construction on the building, right? On the base. What is the purpose of the giant ramp that's facing upwards at the front of the base?
The front of the base.
Well, yeah, exactly where you're looking at right now. This
this
freaking
thing
thing right here. Yes.
It's a daredevil base that also Bear asked us to build, because we built this base over a section of rock that he used to fly out over to get downstairs to the main base. So we said, you know what, we're going to build our base here regardless, because this is the place we chose. We'll build you a ramp. Then this ramp evolved into a much bigger ramp for the purpose of Furnace having one kind of funny thing to show to all our people that are coming into the base, which you remember, he Bene Gesserit off this fucking thing into the Aetherite section. Now it's just a comical reference, but I actually use it a lot whenever I need to go farming for Aetherite, like into the Rift. I grab my buggy, I drive out here, I make a left, I back up all the way over there to the ramp, and I go full speed off this thing and make a slight right at the end. And I land basically half a kilometer away from the entrance to the Rift. It saves you a shit ton of time than having to go all the way around the mountain.
Okay.
So this actually becomes useful now.
Okay. Bene Gesserit launch point, Rift access point. I'll call it that. Okay, cool. All right, last question. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I could totally change it. Instead of being so vertical, we could just make it slightly turn right, because we're going right anyway, but it'll look even weirder. This way it's easy to just say it's a daredevil ramp. Simple.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, I understand that now. All right, last question with regards to construction. How, and I know this is a thing in the game, I just haven't played with it yet. How does land claim extension work? Right, you know that little funny looking doodad that you buy for like 10 grand, and yeah.
So you understand how a subsief works, right? You place it,
right,
and wherever you place it at that moment, a cube opens up.
Right.
Even though you can move around the subsief after that point, it doesn't matter. That cube is locked to you. That cube is a 4-dimensional cube. You have a left, a right, a top, a bottom, a forward, and a back. You have two types of those extensions to purchase: vertical ones, and if it doesn't list it, it's a horizontal one. By the way they just named it is stupid. If it just says extension, that's actually horizontal. But if the other one says vertical, literally in the name, that's how you tell the difference between the two. And then what you do is you spend 15,000 Solari and a few salvage metal to build those stakes. Each one. You get a maximum of 5. Okay? 5 for each direction. 5 horizontal and 5 vertical for every advanced subsief you put down. And that's it. You then open it up in your tool on sections 1 through 9. And then you walk up to wherever you want to extend to. You'll see your build tool will open up in the same manner the subsief opens up.
Right.
You'll see your cube in green, and you'll see the extension light up in yellow, and it'll show you how it attaches. Right. And then you have to make a decision. Is that good enough for you, or do you want to use a different direction? And then you have to also calculate, like, is this enough for me? But you get 5 in each direction. That's how that works.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. And see, I just found a problem here. This guy's not turning, which means we're losing power. So let me go. Probably because I built a fence there. I'm gonna move it over here. Right here should work fine. Yep, and there it goes.
Okay.
And now we have more power. Yep. That just gave us another 200 power. 150 actually. More questions.
That's it.
It's an question answer day.
That is all I have for now.
We'll come into the garage real quick. Did you get a chance to pick a spot here? We just fully re-renovated the garage now. This spot's mine. There's a spot for your
right.
sand bike and a spot for one. As you can see, I have two.
Mm-hmm.
I just built one yesterday, but it can facilitate two if necessary. Everyone has their
Okay.
own spot with their own bike.
Gotcha.
So, like, you you can pick this one, this one. There's one over there I just built.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you have extra bikes, like if you have multiple bikes, this can be used as a bike section that we're now offering. This can be used as another bike. We actually have 3 of them in there right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So feel free to, bring. You have a buggy, by the way?
Grab a spot. I believe I do have a buggy.
Well, there you go. Where is it located?
I have no idea. I don't know where my bike is or my buggy is. I haven't been on in over a week.
Oh dear. You might need. They might.
This is
be
the first time
destroyed
I've
if
been
they're
on
not
in a
under
while,
protection.
so yeah. So I have to go find things.
So hit M. I'm going to show you a little trick. Go to your map.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Zoom all the way out, and then zoom. When everything vanishes, zoom a little in. Just once.
Mm-hmm.
When the icons reappear, top bottom left, go to your filters and remove everything from the checkboxes except for vehicles. And then pan around the map.
Oh, interesting. Personal. Oh, interesting.
Anything that you've been given access to in our base, which by the way is every vehicle, because that's how we do things. Every
Right.
vehicle that's in our group is accessible as co-owner to every single person in the group. That's how we do it. And if you need a list of reference of who, the private chat on the right, the members list, will give you that ability. So just make sure your vehicles are always accessible. That way we can move things for you when you're offline.
Right.
Now you might not see it here because we have a lot of vehicles in one place. But if you see it somewhere on the map, you might have parked it somewhere or left it somewhere.
Right. That's how you can track it down. Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
Now here's a second way. Do you have a vehicle repair tool? Did we give you a welding torch 5?
Let me check.
Because if we didn't give you a welding torch 5, you need one. Very important.
I have a Mark III.
All right, let's get that first.
301.
Because every time you use it, let's come upstairs with me for a second. Every time you use it to repair anything, you're damaging it. Mark V also does damage, but not so much.
Oh shit! Where'd he go?
Right in this box right here. Right, I think it's in this one. Yeah, in this box right here. Let me repair it for you though.
Yeah,
in fact, you know what? Let me make you a new one. It'll be in this box right here when the manufacturing's done. I'm gonna make you a brand fucking new one, and you can throw away that nonsense one you have.
All right.
Oh shit! It's full of welding wire. Hold on, I need to. Okay, sorry about that. All right, it will be there in 10 seconds. I need to deposit some of this. I've made a bunch of welding wire for the public.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now we're fully stocked, and
I have acquired.
you
the
remember,
Mark
right?
V.
This side is our side.
Right.
This is all our
And the
shit.
other
On
side
the
is the
opposite side
public.
where the repair station is. That's the public. So you should have the tool now. You can go ahead and recycle the MK3 in there.
Cool.
And then when you have it on your bar, meet me downstairs in the garage, and I'll show you a cool little trick.
Cool. Recycle. Wait. Reads the recycle. Recycle. There's the recycle. Okay. We will put the recycle. Recycle you. All right. Cool.
All right. So break out your tool. Good. Now right click until you get to the customize tab. Let's say you want to paint something, right? And walk up to that vehicle right there and try. What's the message you get?
Permission denied.
That means you are not the owner of that vehicle. That's the easiest way to know. Here's a second way to know. Walk up to it, go to more, and go to manage vehicle. Looks like a gearbox with 3 dashes.
Right. This says QE and close.
It says what?
The letter Q, the letter E, and close. So
Oh,
basically
you don't have
nothing.
access to this one. It's furnaces. Hold on. Can I add you? I can add you. All right, I can't add you to co-owner, unfortunately. I can add you to associate, so you should now be able to
Now it
see.
says quick deposit. After you did that, quick deposit appeared.
Is there a second option for you? Is there a more?
Oh yeah, there's a more. Yeah, there's
to
a no access more and quick deposit.
So go to more and go to the key section. And look on the right. Who's the owner?
Yeah, I see the keys. Furnace.
That's how you know definitively who owns this vehicle. So first one trick was to show you that that's 100% not yours. But if you want to now go into finer detail in the basis vehicles, this only works, by the way, in the basis vehicles. In the public world, this will not work for you at all. This only works where you have access.
Right.
All right. So if suddenly someone colors or changes the swatch to something that you normally pick, and you're like confused, you can quickly identify whose vehicle it is definitively by going into the more section in the key. And you quickly can know just by trying to customize it. It'll just won't allow you. You can only customize what you specifically own. And as far as your vehicles are concerned, over time, you're going to develop new colors and swatches. Try to pick a design language that's yours. Mine is very specific. I use 2 different color swatches. And you can see on my design language is the same across everything. It's the easiest way to visually know.
Right.
And it's also fun. You get to kind of use the tools of the game to design something that makes, something your own. Something personal.
Right. Oh, question.
But just remember, you do have access to everybody's vehicle here, which means you have access to everybody's storage.
How often? Okay. So as I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, when you go into the deep desert, you can only have parties of 4. Is that how that works? And so
not just deep desert. Anywhere.
Oh, okay, copy that. So imagine you're in the deep desert. I'm assuming there's more than 4 of us total that are in this base, right? So if there is a spice operation, how are we coordinating visually so that we know who everybody is and we can pick out some hostile as they're approaching or floating around inside of our group, if that makes sense.
So that's a very open-ended question, and because unfortunately developers are working on solutions for that, so for the time being we have to create our own. The main organization that is involved in spice running, which is basically all dried up because they're not doing it anymore because basically Cyberpeak stopped playing. But essentially the way they did it before was there was an idea to use the same color vehicles. That never happened. Although that was a great idea of mine. But they didn't take that opinion, and they didn't want to do it because it was too difficult to coordinate, and other people can use the same color, and that would just create confusion. So they ended up using voice chat. Just if you see someone in there, just voice out, which your name automatically appears on your voice comm when you go voice in game like that.
Yeah.
People can see you, hear you, and you're supposed to announce your name. So if you're starting to get attacked, you announce your name.
Right, Kosh attacked, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You go, yeah, it's Prox. And people in an ornithopter rocketing you, if they're on a list, or you can say I'm Vanguard, for example, they may stop attacking you because we have, with Pestilence, we have some arrangements where we kind of try not to attack each other, although that's not 100%. Because I've been personally, every time I've been killed, it's been by Pestilence in this game.
Gotcha.
And my last thing I would just tell you is don't worry about the deep. That whole end game deep nonsense, bro, is one of the main reasons why people are stopping to play the game, because of at least 4 different reasons that NorCal and I were working on earlier. 2 of which are the main ones. One is because the game has just created this whole it's broken, it's buggy, PvP is not where it's supposed to be scenario, and they're still working out that in the big QL patch. and going through betas on that. And the second part is that the permissions, the colors, how do you know each other? The limited party people, the limited amount of guild members you can have.
Right.
These are all problems. Yeah, like it's crazy. And it doesn't reap the reward. We recently did some math. Taking out a sandcrawler with a carrier to support that vehicle will take approximately a minimum of 3 people. A pilot, a dedicated pilot for the carrier to supply basically his entire inventory gets caked with large fuel refiners because flying that thing is very fuel intensive. It takes a second person to be directly into the sandcrawler, and it takes a third person to have overwatch on that, and you're still going to get blown out of the sky. Now you need at least another 3 or 4 people that are there in arms to protect it. And then you need another 2 people for overwatch beyond that point. So it becomes a very large operation.
The effective operation I saw so far, it had to have been like 7 or 8 total, all involved.
Now here comes the bad part. If I give you an MK6
a large sandstorm is approaching.
compactor and send out 7 people out to the deep desert or to any place in the deep desert, even a small one, and have them individually collect into a scout ornithopter storage, they'll collect more than that sandcrawler can.
Oh,
See
interesting.
the problem? Yeah.
Interesting.
Some of maybe not the scouts, but the assault. The assaults can hold more storage. And if you bring out 7 people with the big compactor, well, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be faster. But they'll fill up the assault storage, multiply that by 7, and you'll get an approximate number almost as full as the sandcrawler storage can hold. The trick with running that project, as you just saw 7, the way to do it successfully is not to do it with 7, it's to do it with 12. While the 7 are doing what we just discussed, the trick is to have another 5 flying to and from the sandcrawler and back to a Haga base to pick up from the sandcrawler and then back to storage. But the problem is there's no way to do that right now. There's no way to transfer other than manually by hand, move into your own inventory into your scout, which is so annoying. And you're under attack while this is all happening, probably. So it's a problem. The solution is obvious, create larger capacity sandcrawler storage, make it worth it, but then you break the game. If everyone's swimming in Spice Melange, who wants to play? So there's a lot of end game breaking annoyances right now that a lot of people just have quit the game because they don't see a reason, which is why I keep telling people, don't worry about the end game. Play the game to enjoy the product. Just work on exploring the game. That's it. Keep it simple. So that's my contention. It's my opinion. Those people who have taken that to heart are still playing. Those who haven't are gone. They're not playing anymore. They've either completely and totally said, I don't want to play this anymore until something changes, or have done what I call the silent exit. And I have work, I have girlfriend, I'm busy. All the white lie excuses you can imagine under the roof, and instead of just saying, bro, I'm sick of this shit, I'm moving on. So I'm not even at Plastinian yet. We just are now as a base, as a goal, which you'll see me writing up that post you recommended. I appreciate the recommendation, by the way, because it's something that I should have done. Right, we just, since before you joined, we quashed 2 major goals. We built these 2 motherfuckers, which cost us Spice Melange and massive amounts of plastinium, which we all had to go to the deep desert to farm, and none of us are PvPers. So this was a lot of risk, but we ended up building not 1, but 2 of these motherfuckers. These are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they save us a lot of water, not water. They save us a lot of material.
Holy cow.
These will convert using less material to provide more output.
Right.
So this makes us farming for what while we're out there getting titanium and stravidium and bringing it back here. Now we can get more of the plastinium than we could ever before. So these were 2 major goals we finally finished. Then you joined. The current goal. Do you have a build tool on you right now?
Say again.
build tool.
Repeat your last. A build tool. Yeah.
Can you load it into your slot and open it up?
Where's my build tool? By build tool, I assume you mean construction tool.
Exactly. Now look over here in this direction.
Oh, I see.
This is the future.
Right,
This is the
right,
future.
right.
This is like the end game goal for us. This is obviously not even the next step.
Mhm,
Okay, but the idea
mhm.
is the final end game goal is 2 spice refiners, large ones, two specific storages, one for intake, one for out, a small little water cistern for people to deposit water into, and this one, and by the way, that's for public. This one is for private. So the people who live here will change the machine's output to that box here.
Right,
when it's
right,
for our
right.
use. But for people who are associates and want to come in here, because again, I wanted this place to be welcoming to everyone that's in the organization and free of charge. I want them to walk over there, deposit water into that water cistern. In the left box, they'll know to put the spice in, and then they can use any of those machines to output they'll use the right machine, I'm sorry, to output the
Right, right,
spice to the
right.
right box. And that's it. Bob's your uncle. Then we have the left one dedicated to our base, the right one dedicated with public access to the right side. And then we can sufficiently have it. But that's the end game goal. The current goal now is to get an additional 100 and we're at 340 now. Let's go take a look together, actually. And so you have access to the whole bank, so you can see what we're doing. You can see our goals. You can see how we're doing, all these operations. This is very end game, but this whole third floor of the bank here is dedicated to spice melange. We're not using these 4 boxes right now. They're completely empty. So these 2 boxes right now are currently being used. The right box is where we're storing our sand and decaliters. It's approximately 80,000 water in here filled up, 10,000 in each. So that when we go to deliver our 10,000 spice melange, it takes 10,000 spice to run a large spice refiner runner, and you get 200 spice melange for that. But it costs 75k water. So we would take the spice and the decaliters to someone. We deliver it. They give us, in return, 45 minutes later, 200 spice melange.
Gotcha.
In this box, we hoard all of the spice melange that we get.
Gotcha.
Now, if you open this box up, you'll see we have 370 in the top left, and we have 34 on the bottom right. The left. Why do we have 34 on the right? That goes back to the pin post of the borrow list. We owe 34 melange to someone who gifted us 34 melange, which we never asked for, by the way. Those are all empty. Those are for just spice drop-offs. I'm going to replace that with a big box soon.
Gotcha.
We owe Araman 34. Even though he doesn't want it, I still set it aside. And I told him that, that's just how we are. If he ever comes into a need for fucking spice melange, it's his. All right. Did I go through the bank and how the bank works?
Yeah.
So
Now,
this is everything from the spice. This is all from the
yeah.
chemical refiner, and all that's from the large raw refiners. Top row, bottom row. This is where the output goes. We're also bursting at the seams at the point. These are all raw resources, and these are all components. Easy peasy. And that's all our vehicle storage. From left to right.
A gigantic thingy for making big stuff. Okay.
Big vehicles. Yeah, this is going to be for our big boys when we're going to make the big stuff. But yeah, if you need like sandbox parts, that's in there. If you need buggy parts, scout parts, assault parts, and this is where the carrier parts will go. If you also are farming out there and you find like extra parts, feel free to drop them off in these boxes. As long as they're MK5 or above, feel free to drop them off in these corresponding boxes, whatever. If you pick up a buggy engine or some shit like that, drop it into the buggy section. If you feel like you need to upgrade your parts, like you have a buggy 3, you want a buggy 5 engine, jump over to one of these boxes where you find it, like this one right here. You'll find people are dropping off recipes here because they don't need them. People are dropping off all sorts of shit. And I'm going to start deleting this shit. Like some of this stuff is MK1, 2, 3. Some of this stuff is MK4, which is basically garbage. I'm going to start deleting all that and keeping anything MK5 or above. Feel free to take whatever you want, bro.
Copy that.
You can remove your... You don't have to worry about the hull, by the way. Or the chassis. You can replace your engine, your PSUs, your treads with all the latest shit. But we're not at MK6 yet, unfortunately, and man, that seems to be an absolute bitch.
Aha.
Yeah, seems as if they want MK6 to be personal goals. You know, like they really want you to really work on that on your own. But given that we're a big base and we're working together as a group, depending on how many people are logging on, like I've been logging on by myself this whole week. 2G logged on 2 times for a couple hours most. Furnace hasn't logged on for over a week now. And I need to go piss and grab some water. Can you hold your questions for a second?
Yeah, sure. Right.
BRB.
Oh. Interesting. And a alternate flash. I was doing something. I got Reaper gloves. Reaper gloves? I got Reaper gloves. Reaper gloves. How do I have Reaper gloves? Wait a minute. How do I have Reaper gloves? That's what I just did. Oh, and then these two. How are these two in here? It's getting confused. 10K. Oh, that's legit. Close. Yeah. I don't think that's supposed to be there. Power Pack 3, some stuff here. That's the... These things, I gotta find that. I'm not seeing... Wait, who was it? That's a 4. That's a 4. So, wait a minute. That was... Or maybe... Oh, heck, come here. That's a 4. That's a 4. That's a 4.
Bro, I was about to go make some coffee, and I'm like, wait a second, bro. It's 10 o'clock. What are you, out of your fucking mind? I love Sundays, man. My favorite fucking day of the week. It's coffee and croissant all day for me. But I kind of have to rein it in. I'm going to look at... I need to start setting a fucking reminder on my clock, honestly. Like it's 6 o'clock. You're done with coffee alarm, like that kind of shit.
Right. Yeah, especially this game, you can definitely get lost. Time sunk. All this stuff.
So remember, ammo, and food, spice melange food. When you start to use spice melange food, I haven't even done that shit, but we're hoarding it in here. Iodine pills, I'm trying to keep us stocked up on, although, we have 19 of them.
Now, spice melange is a weird thing. I mean, I haven't gotten into farming it that much, or say again.
Have you unlocked your trials all the way to the end?
Yes, I got
so
the.
You can eat melange.
I can eat melange. Yeah, I have the spice
abilities. You can activate your melange ability. Is my point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what that shit's about. I know that you can die from it if you don't know how to use it, because there is rejection or...
Hey man, all I know is when I did one of the trials where you get the Chris Knife trial and you're standing in that auditorium and all the ghost dudes are fighting you, they turned on the spice melange ability and I killed like 6 dudes with one move, and I was like, oh fuck, yeah, this is it.
The meta now seems to be this. The meta seems to be poison.
Oh yeah, that and grenades. I got into grenades. It's like, yeah, lovely. Grenades at a distance. Yeah, I still have not mastered this. What's this weird thing?
You're a lobby, dude.
That fucking thing,
play the game and enjoy it. Let's go quest, man. Let's take the time and go have some fun. That's what we do in this space. We game together. The whole idea is to game together. So if you have time and you want to play, I'd be happy to join you, dude.
And
Lead, I
and
follow.
that's a thing too, that I don't know how to suggest this. So I have to kind of think about this a little bit more. But I mean,
What
we're
specifically?
we're living in a house, things like, hey, let's say today's Sunday, right? Let's say something like, hey guys, like next weekend or in a couple of days, we're thinking about going to do this crazy ass loot quest, and like because you posted that cool thing, right? That talked about grabbing loot in the lower part of the deep desert, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, that
It was
would
a
be great to
money
go.
grab essentially.
Yeah, I was like, that'd be great to go. I mean, and yeah, sure, you could do this solo by yourself, but yeah, but that's not as
If
fun.
you're interested to do that,
That's what-
why don't
you know
you
what I mean?
become
Like,
the event coordinator, bro?
yeah,
Take that shit
I'm
off
down.
my hands.
Right on.
In order to know that, though, you need to know what's available in the game to do, and then you
Right,
can
right,
create
right.
events around it, and
Yeah,
then post and invite stuff. Yeah, that would be great.
yeah, yeah. That's
So
a good
that's
idea.
one event. You go from A1 to A9 in the lower levels of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Every single week, you know how the map works in the deep, right? It changes every week.
Right,
don't
right,
know.
right.
You don't know.
No,
Okay,
I know. I've heard about this. About
So
when
every
the
week
the
the
Coriolis
storm
storm.
changes.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything changes. The
Changes
mountains
all the
change.
resources.
Everything changes. Oh, there's so much sand that sifts around. Shit gets unlocked. Shit gets relocked. Opens up. The resources move around. Even the stations move. The intel stations.
Oh, interesting.
Everything changes. It's a great place to not only go and get intel. Every week you can get intel for free. Just walk into the station and the intel recycles. It's different than Haga. Haga, you can only get the intel once. If you visited it, it's done.
Right, right. Oh.
But in the deep, apparently, you can keep getting as much research as you want. You can. There's research in this game, like any Funcom game, is unlimited. You're able to learn every skill possible. Not skill, sorry. Every research thing you can learn. The skill is currently, I don't think there is a cap. I'm not sure. I don't really know because I'm level 170.
Right.
And I still have they want you to unlock all these trees, and there are people that are still leveling. They're still unlocking shit.
Yeah.
God bless them. I want to do the same.
Yeah, I hear that.
Whatever events you want to create, do some research, figure out what is the most XP gain, what is the most Solari gain, and then what are the most components game, what are the most rare recipes game. Then you take all that and do a risk versus time assessment, and come up with some cool events, and then post them up based on your schedule. See who can join you. Start there. And then if I'm along and whoever's around will go like, yeah, sure, I'll jump into that, and then you kind of work together. I think that's a great idea. You should roll with that, bro. It's great.
All right, cool.
And you should have the ability to pin messages in the group chat. If you don't, just let me know.
Okay.
And I'll pin something for you. No problem, bro.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I love that idea, bro. That was actually really cool.
Yeah.
We lost NorCal. What'd you do?
Oh, he said he was gonna have to go AFK for a bit.
Yeah.
Then he would be back later. Hey, by the way, the old Vanguard base has been completely moved out of. If any of your guys want it, just let me know and we'll swap out the terminal. Or if they want to keep that.
It kind of goes against the idea of living under one base. None of us need a base.
That is against Prox's proclamation about the ethos of this particular base. My suggestion to you, H2O, is post that.
It's yours too.
My suggestion to you, H2O, is post that out in general, and someone is definitely going to hit you up for that, because I mean that is a nice juicy facility down there. I'm sure somebody will grab it for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan. I just want to make sure you knew as well, Prox.
God, gosh, I'm kind of offended that that's mine. It's yours too. Shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you.
You're talking about creating.
I'm gonna let you. Sit in that. But we will have conversations. We'll continue to have
conversations. Creating a private server.
No. He's talking about creating like weekly rotational events to engage people in the base.
Okay. That live in the base.
Solari runs.
I thought I heard Vanguard server.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were talking about that for a while as well. Well, I mean, talking about creating a Vanguard private server for a while, especially whenever the hacks started becoming a big thing.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't think anybody wants to restart at this point.
Mm. I wonder
don't blame
if
them.
it would be interesting if the devs, you know, if there was a way to ask this question of the devs, you know, private servers, and then you know, if you know, for an organization like us, being able to just port your character over to that server, you know, at level 140 or whatever the heck, you know what I mean? So you don't have to
Yeah,
start from
friendly
ground
move
zero,
throughout
because that would
would
siege
be
be
a
awesome.
that'd be a
but
thing.
Yeah, they
You
would
just
never
can't move
let
through
that happen.
servers.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Yeah,
move. I can move to another siege today. Like anytime you want, you can move to another siege, as long as it's
Is-
under our server.
because I think that the company behind this thing would go for that idea, because you know nobody. If I've been playing this game for 3 some odd months, I'm not trying to start at ground zero just so I can avoid hacks, you know, cheaters and whatnot. That's a bummer.
Right.
But they may go for that, you know, if we, you know, if it's presented a certain way, because I'm sure that mathematically speaking, programmatically speaking, it would be feasible. But a database. Anyway, I'm gonna bounce for a little while. I will definitely be on tomorrow, and yeah, see if we can organize some base events. Yeah, I'll definitely lean into that. Yeah.
Lean, man.
Lean. All right, fellas.
You know what I think you should do?
Yeah.
I think you should not, jump further than you can leap. Find the vehicles that you have no idea where they're located.
Yeah, where the hell them damn things are. I don't know where they are, man. It's been a week.
Level a little bit
Yeah.
beyond where you're currently just started, and yeah, work on that idea. I love the idea that you came up with.
Find out where that daredevil ramp is that you have attached to the front of this base. Oh, that craziness
It's
too.
right down here.
All right.
You just go down here, make a
I
left,
know
and
where
then
it's
make a
at.
left.
Yeah. Yep, I got
Yeah,
it. But
and
now
you
I have to use it.
fly
Now
right
I have
off of
to
it.
fly off the thing and see where it
You wouldn't
lands.
believe how many people use it on a daily. It's kind of nuts. Like I see buggies constantly going through here, sandbags flying off of it, and they're not part of the group. They just, they're more than happy. Plus, it's a sheltered area, so people come here during sandstorms all the time too. It's kind of funny.
All right, fellas.
How's your room coming along, by the way?
Oh, it's not. I haven't been on for like the past week. So
we have
it's,
a room.
it's
A
there.
room
Oh, I do
contest
have
going.
my.
You
I
read
do
it,
have
right?
my. I did hear
Yeah.
about the room contest. I do have my rent.
Your rent is paid for. You don't have to worry about rent anymore. By the way, I'm making that announcement.
Oh,
There is no more rent.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I am forgiving rent from everybody for the future, for the whole future. Unless they suddenly go, it's 100K Solari, then yeah, I'm gonna end rent. Rent is over. And besides, I never took a dime from anyone anyway. So, but I'll make sure to do those 2 things that you recommended. I'll get that taken care of.
Solid. All right, fellas. Laters.
Later, man. See you soon.
Catch you later.
Yeah, what did I conversations? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know where am I. Yeah, I don't know where am I at. No idea where am I. Oh wait, yes. Wait, let's turn that into the thing. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? There is the thing. All right. Let's bring the thing back up and